just want the money!
A hoe's final form is a religious woman.
I'm not a good woman, okay? I promise you don't want me. I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do 50-50. I'm smarter than you. I won't listen to you. I will stress you out. And I like to spend a lot of money, okay? We ain't compatible.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
You're hairier than a motherfucker, too. Your personality ain't much to speak of either. Your cooking ain't shit. You ain't clean worth a damn. Nasty bitch. But I...
Man, you think I give a fuck about a motherfucking red light? Faggot cops can't touch me. I'm out here smoking weed, speeding, all that, dog. Fuck that. That's me. Untouchable.
Yo. Bitch, another town to step up the L and listen close. Chirac slang to a guy working in the cold from the Inglewood close. This is how we really talking shy. Welcome to the changes, no joke, no malingo, try to get lost. Stay dangerous when you roam.
Yo. Pay attention out of town, step with the L and listen close. Chirac slang to a guy looking in the cold from the Inglewood post. This is how we really talking to shy. Welcome to the trenches, no joke. Number lingo, ready to get lost. Stay dangerous when you wrong. In these streets, oblique years of pole. A drop beat the same when the bar can get pole. Oh, I bet your enemy when he slide on me, drilly but licking on the road. Lodging me frontin', acting like a solid burrito just. Yeah. The goofies are laying soft, nigga trying to play tough. Get his goes on the app, for phonims are old. Swim at the bank, even really get chased. The gang rain is the highway to split Inglewood. Concrete guard on the make. Roseville is the strip. Warden chose brothers, wall spraying Podyssey wheels. City road with the Baba hood, stood tall, get the mob at the nil. Every Hoover ain't can't get dead to build nations. Full of tramplers, real weaponization. 2 keystrokes, 2 parties in silk. The diamond shining, flat wing with the paper. Up beef ain't just food, it's the war with the I-10. P forgot it's the meal. Wow. It's a saw that jam shrews is the kick. Squares the smoke still a gill. Yo.
Bitch, another town to step at the L and listen close. Chirac slang to a guy looking on the cold from the Inglewood post. This is how we really talking shy. Welcome to the trenches, no joke. No malingo, ready to get low. Stay dangerous when you roll.
Let's just throw it up, we go. Oh, Calvin, Larry Spills. I'm Bills, nigga that Chirac slime. Have it take Claude, guy. From the rags to the bags. Fuck it to the shot.
Mr. O with the info. I got the profit up. I always double up. Cash up. Everybody pressure.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to choose to donate, you can sock it to my pocket at Cash App, $MISTRO070. And you can hit my email if you want to go ahead and support the content.
Don't you want your donuts right? Oh, hey. Don't you ever fuck with me, boy. Do you know me now? I'm a bad man.
This is an American Douchebag Productions.
little just walking out the gates, caught a 9 to 5 brother lane. Say he moved too straight, get in the feelings when the average man walk away. Same energy she gave to sell, she can't get it today. I seen her at the booth with the lashes in the bag, 6 in the morning, full face just to visit the can. He got the number on the back, she still calling my man. Meanwhile the one clocking and getting labeled not a real one man. She say the worker born paycheck too plain, rather ride for the one still wearing the chain. From the county still talking that when I touch down game, why the steady brother out here taking the blame. She part of loyalty in the visiting room, then turn around and call the provider a goof. I watch the pattern, it don't take a genius to see. You give the best version to the one who ain't free. Glam, she glam, she's walking out the gate. She glamour for the one. She glam, she's walking out the gate. She be glamour for the one. She glam, she's walking out the gate. She glamour for the one. She glamour for the one. She's walking out the gates, caught a 9 to 5 brother lane. Say he moved too straight and get the feelings when the average man walk away. Same energy she gave to sell, she can't get it today. Now the average ones starting to move different. No more oppositions, they don't respect the effort. She want the real stories that I held them down. Credit, but when the quiet bosses leave, suddenly it's where the real men at. I ain't mad at the preference, that's a right to be choosing, but don't act shocked when the 9 to 5 stop pursuing. You can't keep calling stability lame to his face and cry when he decide he rather keep his peace in his space. Some of us watch the energy get spent on the wrong side. Now we just protect the bag in the mind. No surprise, same ones they used to chase now sitting on the sideline, wondering why the average man stopped raising his hand this time. She glam, she walking out the gate. She glamour for the one. She glam, she walking out the gate. She glamour for the one. She glam, she walking out the gate. She glamour for the one. She glamour for the one.
It's a very thrilling sight here at the Municipal Auditorium. The house lights dim as the maestro takes his place on the podium.
What's happening, Joe? What's happening? Late night. Oh, what's good? I ain't gonna give you the formal dormal you did. I know it's already a little late. I know I ain't got about 2 people watching. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm gonna try and make it a good, decent show for y'all tonight. Might even pick up on this in the morning. Man. I have been away for a while, but nonetheless, I've been in these social media streets. I've been seeing little videos here and there, and I hope y'all like that little song I had played just before the stream started. That was my own little dude Hickey right there. You know, I'll be dropping it probably in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Prophet to see, you know, who I be, you know, aka Mr. O with the info. Switching it up for the 2027 that's coming right now. Ed, the only other rapper, the only other comedian. I've been going behind the scenes. I'm about to get back into this DJ thing. Yo, I'm a hip hop purist. Nigga ain't got a good balance or a good D's anymore. So don't think I'll be breakdancing or anything of that nature. I ain't about to be doing none of that. But I'm still a hip hop purist to the core. But we about to get into it tonight. Tonight's subject, you know. How can I say this? when I said I have been away, but I'm back, I have seen for a couple of weeks now how women keep on talking about this male loneliness epidemic, even still talking about old talking points, using old broken talking points that don't even apply anymore, that don't even work anymore. They say all the good men are dead, gay, or relate to our subject matter tonight, in jail. In which a lot of y'all, especially if you are really the Gen X and millennial male generation, you done heard all this before. I mean, I'm not gonna come off as no hater. It's not being a hater. It's just a cause and effect matter when you keep on showing and displaying who y'all give y'all affection to. Now, we've been seeing over the course of 2-3 decades, or probably a little bit more, Black women in particular has been voicing their frustrations and opinions about a male counterpart not picking up his weight, not fulfilling his mission, not fulfilling his so-called purpose of being a man of the community. Not in his own logical observation or ambitious nature, the way they, the community, deems it. Ever since I was about 6, probably really let's go really with 8 or 9. This one Tupac was all around, humble around, get around, whatever you want to call it. I literally remember as a young youth, a young preteen, hearing grown women, even the Gen X teenagers that was turning into adults around that time, said, and I quote, that they want a corporate thug. Before Jeezy even came on the scene, they said they want a Tupac dude with a degree. I get it. I guess they want a person, a man who's knowledgeable, may have some education, but at the end of the day, can throw down and get down with the throwdown. I think that's every woman's true aesthetic for a man, but there's the actual realistic version and the hyperbolic, unrealistic, fantastical version that they put in their heads and actually believe they could conceive and retrieve such an individual man out in the wild. The 6 foot plus 6. No, I gotta repeat that. I'm sorry about that. They moved the goalposts on that gentleman, so now it's like 6'3". That's the height now. At least 6'3" plus, 6-pack, all that, and a bag of chips. Y'all know the whole laundry list of demands of what they so-called desire. But in the last couple of weeks, I have been seeing these trendy little videos on TikTok and Instagram of the so-called modern day Black woman, the B-Dub, who says, and I quote, that they want what happens to all the real men, what happens to all the good guys, good men, what when they go to these Afro techs, when they be trying to finesse these square dudes with 9 to 5s, after they had their fun, after they lost their so-called appeal, hit the wall. Now they want these same brothers that they basically use, basically abuse, basically ignored, put them in the friend zone. Hell, do I even gotta bring up the Me Too movement? And when said man, if he tried to do traditional, gentlemanly things, it came off as creepy. He had an ulterior motive, and said men might actually get persecuted, might lose their career, their reputation, all because of what a bitch say. But that's just a half of it. They'll get on these bandwidths, on these YouTubes, Rumbles, TikToks, and tell you what kind of men they desire. No, I'll take that back. They'll go on here and tell you about all the men they don't desire, which if you write it down and put bullet points on it, you'll basically see that they don't want the average man that's walking around with a job, let alone career. He could be entrepreneurial, but he has to own and be well established already. It's not good enough if he's a blue collar brother. He has to be a blue collar brother with ambitions of actually maximizing his skill set and trade. Yeah, you could be an electrician, but they want you to be already an established electrician with a company with thousands and thousands of employees. Shout out to AMS, Alpha Male Strategies. Watched that video earlier today. Made sense. Make a whole bunch of sense. They move the goalposts every chance they get. But the same dudes that they say that they don't want, that they'll put in the friend zone or ignore until they're about 35 plus. When they see the same man, or basically want to go back into their DMs and go back to their familiar spots looking for said men, and find out the average man is gone. Either he dropped out the whole dating scene, the dating game, or our favorite caveat, our ace in the effing hole. This blue little book called Passport, in which the so-called average man, despite they call his shortcomings being boring, lame, and broke, find it ironic that same so-called broke, lame man that they have no desire about can take that same money that he's earning here and go all four corners of the earth. Not only find women that he find desirable, but he'll feel desired. And he could provide the things that all women want, which is provisions and security. I mean, it's ways of getting it and ways of wanting it. The problem is now, them dudes know it, and these chicks can't handle it. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna ride off to the sunset, be that ride or die chick that you promised to do dirty that's up locked up in the county? Or y'all actually gonna grow some ovarian fortitude, actually put your big girly panties on, actually use this thing called education that y'all so-called perpetuate to have, and actually make good decisions, and actually grab the man that you might not have the tingles for, but actually make your life a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, ironically, comfortable is boring, ladies, but I think y'all don't get that. So then we got women out here. Don't forget, y'all probably forgot. Yeah, this probably forgot y'all mind. Do y'all remember last month when a woman actually broke in to a man's house after a date, or they was dating, and she basically couldn't take rejection, so she basically broke into a man's. Hey ladies, remember y'all were joking saying like these men so lame and so boring, they virgins that stay in their mama's basement playing video games all day. What they expect a woman to break into their house and actually trying to make themselves open for a relationship? Yeah, that actually happened. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. You know what I'm saying? We gonna try and pull that up. Doing background what's the name? Just stay on right there. Stay right there. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play something for y'all real quick. Let me see if I can still got it.
I say fuck it.
But you'll get no pussy.
Fuck it. You don't understand. Is I make love to my hand. So I don't need you, honey. I beat my dick like it owes me money. Fuck it.
Yeah, I say F it. But yeah, let me go ahead and find it. Matter of fact, no, I gotta find the actual video, and I know I still got it. I know I didn't delete it. But yeah, a woman actually broke into a man's house because she couldn't take being rejected. And we still gonna talk about these women basically picking up they man from jail and shit. Yeah, we ain't forget. Hold on. I know I got this motherfucker somewhere now. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel too. Oh man, don't tell me I deleted that shit. Yep. Let me go ahead and find that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all don't go nowhere as I keep on talking about this right here. Hold on. Here we go. Bam. Let's go over here real quick. Let me take this off stage real quick. Oh shit. Remove stop scrolling. There we go. I probably don't remember this, but I do. Here we go.
Woman meets a man on the dating app and decides to move in without him even knowing. Man on dating app breaking into the home and stealing from him.
And stealing.
I see the vision. Passing and harassment after a man she met on a dating app found her breaking into his home despite never giving her his address.
Despite never giving him his address. Yeah. They out here doing that type of chicanery, bro. For real. They'll tell you that we are the stalkers, we are the oppressed, we doing all these bad things, right? But hold on, make sure I got it going. I don't know why this thing don't ever go to the original. There we go. No, I don't like that one. No, I don't like that one. What the hell? There we go. So they'll tell you that you the toxic one, y'all the ones can't let go, y'all can't take a rejection, y'all can't do this, y'all can't accept that, all that. But hold on, let's continue. Let's continue.
Oh man, she really wanted to date. Well, a lot of people using dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge is your best bet when it comes to potentially finding love. It saves some awkward small talk that comes when meeting someone at the bar. Okay, whatever. Over in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, Bucks. She a buck, all right? She a buck. You already know what you need to do with them bucks. You take them down. You take them bucks down. Lindsay Harris, 30. Perfect age. On Match.com. Now, see, I thought this would be some tender behavior. I thought this would be tender behavior, but maybe not. Clearly not, you know. In the early part of 2026, when the two briefly dated and getting to know each other. However, after he called time on their fling, yeah, the man found Harris was breaking into his home after he was suspicious about things being stolen and even moved around.
Yeah, I try to give dude a chance, but nah. He dragging his feet too much, bro. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the actual story right here. Let me go and bring this motherfucker up to the screen. My bad, y'all. My bad. Here we go. Bam.
It's nighttime, and we get a call for a woman breaking into one of our residents' homes in Fairless Hills, and we respond out, and sure enough, our officers see a 30-year-old female crawling in through the back window, and they take her into custody, and then we find out the whole story.
That woman has been identified as Lindsay Harris of Lower Gwinnett, Montgomery County, and the home police say they found her breaking into is that of a man she had briefly dated.
They had initially contacted each other about 6 months prior on a dating website. The male decided not to continue the relationship, but I guess the female wanted to continue it. And
see, it ain't over until she say it's over. Hold on, let me rewind that real quick. Y'all probably forgot about this.
And we get a call for a woman breaking into one of our residents' homes in Fairless Hills, and we respond out, and sure enough, our officers see a 30-year-old female crawling in through the back window, and they take her into custody, and then we find out the whole story.
That woman has been identified as Lindsay Harris of Lower Gwinnett, Montgomery County, and the home police say they found her breaking into is that of a man she had briefly dated.
They had initially contacted each other about 6 months prior on a dating website. The male decided not to continue the relationship, but I guess the female wanted to continue it and came to his home, and not only broke into the home, but had a bottle of wine and some water ice ready to enjoy an evening with this guy who wanted to continue it, and came to his home, and not only broke into the home, but had a bottle of wine and some water ice ready to enjoy an evening with this guy who was completely shocked to come home and find her standing outside of his house looking at him through the sliding glass door, and immediately called 911.
But they'll probably tell you, like, man, that's only because she cared about it. She wanted to take things further, but you were just being scared. You were just being a little boy, you know. Let a man do that. Let a black man do that. See, a white dude, he would probably get away with this. You know what I'm saying? She probably won't even call the police or anything. She'll probably be even more ecstatic that this actually happened. See, everybody got a little memory hole around here on these social media streets, but Mr. O knows. Mr. O remembers. He did. So this chick decided, you know what I'm saying, to go into this man's house. The first, she looked up his address. He didn't even tell her where he lived at. So either she looked up his address or she stalked my man. And she's trying to go ahead and make it seem like she was just a prize. You know, she just broke into the crib, probably had on a little skimpy little something on, had the wine bottle, the wine glass and that thing with ice in it. Thought she was gonna try and make herself into this nigga fantasy or something like that. And unfortunately, like B.I.G. song, she was dead wrong. Got it going on, but he dead wrong. She should relax and took notes.
AC-10 spoke to the victim off camera. He says for weeks, things had been moved around his house and appeared to be out of place. And he did not give Harris his home address.
People are pretty good at finding other people on the internet.
Why police suggest you limit what you put out there. And before you meet with someone and exchange information, vet them, as online activity has given way to new crimes.
Not only do you have stalking cases, but you have a lot of, romance scams going on. They're in it for, trying to make a profit out of these relationships. So, like I said, there's various facets of this online world that unfortunately the downside of it.
Dennis Eberle is a former investigator from Lancaster County and licensed private investigator. He says increased online activity comes with new risks and new work.
One of the services I offer and a lot of other PIs offer is premarital investigations. We can check out your potential mate ahead of time.
And says because folks want to know more about who they're getting close with, many investigators are finding work running background checks, especially when it comes to those in intimate relationships. As for Harris, she's posted bail.
Felony to go to somebody.
Whoa. See, hold on. She posted bail after a B&E. Hold on, man.
Your potential mate ahead of time.
And says because folks want to know more about who they're getting close with, many investigators are finding work running background checks, especially when it comes to those in intimate relationships. As for Harris, she's posted bail.
Felony to go to somebody's house and break in.
Our attempts to reach her, unsuccessful. In Falls Township, Deanna Durante, NBC 10 News.
My bad. So, 30-year-old, guarantee she was one of these modern, stronger, independent women folk out here. Waited to 30 years old, probably found the guy she actually wanted. He probably seen a couple of red flags, then continued with the so-called pursuing, no more courting, no more dating. Didn't even want to smash old girl, I guess. And she took the initiative to say F all that and say, nigga, you are mine. I own you. This my house now. I'll be saying, I've been trying to say black women, well, pretty much all women, but majority of black women see that they have to bully men into liking them. Low key, I think they got that part from the worst of us, but nonetheless, they feel and assume they could be habitual line steppers and still get what they want. Now, let's get back to the nitty gritty of this podcast. We have a hybristophilia problem in the community. And what was hybristophilia, you might ask? See, I don't talk about your so-called Pookies and Ray Rays like that, because from observation, from a distance, you might assume and think that even though my past behavior was that of a Pookie and Ray Ray, yet I don't even call myself a Pookie and Ray Ray, or the ones that surround me Pookies and Ray Rays, because we even separate ourselves from them. What we call, and we call hood behavior, we call criminality. See, there's a difference between being a dude in the streets and being a straight up criminal. See, women love the criminality lifestyle, but they really can't handle a real criminal. And I know we all romanticize the gimmick, the lifestyle through movies and music. Yet, y'all, majority of people have not been around real criminals. I'm talking about criminal-minded, 24/7. I'm talking about they have the morals of a corrupted priest. It's one thing to hang with a knucklehead that do a little petty crimes here and there. That's what majority of women are dealing with. A small number, a real small number, are actually messing with thorough, real 10 toes to the floor criminals. And criminals are unpredictable. They're chaotic. You can't trust a criminal. Ironically, who gets the so-called women? Sometimes the best looking women, the top criminals. We all romanticize it. We always, like me, I root for the bad guys in the movie. You know, I root for Tony Montana. I root for Frank White. But that's scripts. That's screens and lenses. That's choreographed play. These chicks want to mess with dudes that don't know they're gonna be alive or not getting locked up in the next hour. Yet, I have literally seen women throw away their whole entire youth and life for said criminals. And I'm not talking about the ones that actually supposed to be with them. You know, Water seeks its own level. I'm talking about the ones that'll tell you gotta be educated, you gotta be moving in the boardroom, all that other stuff. But guess what? Ask her who was her first love and who was her first boo. 9 times out of 10, it's that little knucklehead nigga that's on the corner, or she might even had a chance with the kingpin. And I've been around and do a few kingpins about a lifetime personally. I seen it. You heard my song, I seen the patterns. The community will tell the black man he has to be all these things, including pro-black simps. They even fall into this trap too. They'll tell you to be all these things, right? But you only get the so-called attaboy to pat on the back if you go ahead and rescue some of these women who are giving their best years to the criminal element. You have to actually do what the jail system has to do to the nigga that she's been with. You have to rehabilitate her. Y'all remember a video a couple of months ago? A chick literally said that she that she used to be a thug love chick, and she needs rehabilitation. Like she needs you to be just a little thuggish around her, but not too much, because you're trying to wane that particular stuff off of. She literally made a video like that. At first, a lot of people thought we were just hating. They just talking about it, y'all just being hyperbolic. Y'all just putting all these women into a negative category. You just hate women. You just ain't got no game. The street dude, he's actually around. This my favorite one. The street dude got time when he's outside doing all type of crimes, mess with other chicks, until he got due time. Then he got time because he ain't got no place to go. They'll tell the nigga with the Amazon job, they'll tell the electrician, they'll tell the dude working at McDonald's, working at GameStop, even going into school at college or something like that. They'll tell him he's born, he ain't got enough money. She needs to be around the movies and the shaker. She needs to be out here, be seen, all that, right? Until he actually get everything that he's supposed to, put his head down, got on the grind, ready to shine, and he established himself, and you supposed to be his so-called prize in the end. After the so-called street dudes that had their fun, ran through you, You know what I'm saying? Got a couple of videos out you on the internet. And now you want to go ahead and wash Yanni up, you know what I'm saying? Get a couple of filters on, get your makeup, get a church membership, you know what I'm saying? Change your whole social media around because some of these fake ass friends, you call them out, but you be low key them your sisters and sisterhood. But once all that's said and done, y'all already know how it go, man. They go from this.
I'm not a good woman, okay? I promise you don't want me. I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do 50-50. I'm smarter than you. I won't listen to you. I will stress you out. And I like to spend a lot of money, okay? We ain't compatible. Leave me alone.
A hoe's final form is a religious woman.
And that can happen in a year span. Don't be fooled, don't be tricked. Keep calm. Remember that keep calm phrase? Keep calm. But whether the so-called average man peeps gay, see, they don't want you to peep gay. Peeping gay, that means that you calling out stuff. You ain't supposed to see it. You ain't supposed to call it out. You're supposed to just go ahead, accept them for what it is. Like, either I can't beat them, I must join them. Go ahead, put on the fake gold chains. Go ahead, get the bust down watch. Go get some fucked up gel tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Grow your hair out, get the locks, get the braids. Don't go bald like me. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no bald nigga unless you got a beard. They like the beard, but they still want a nigga with hair. They can't make up their fucking mind, even though, you know, pretty much all the niggas that used to be the most gangsters were bald niggas. I mean, Michael Jordan, Tupac, DMX, Jeezy, but I digress. They'll tell them niggas that they just go through a phase. They try to get out their system. Ironically, I actually heard this shit. They said they try to learn from these so-called bad men, these bad dudes. They try to learn how to screw good. So when they get done with them, they know how to do all the little tricks and little what's the name that you're gonna eventually like. Even though they're gonna be a little older, they can't hold and do the things, and they might be a little saggy, a little got a little weight. Or they took care of themselves. I mean, you know, we got Myers walking around. We got Halle Berry's walking around. I know some of you perverts out there want to go ahead and mess with gently or heavily used box. I know. It is a nostalgia thing. I know. But you can only do that for so long. I'm just saying. I forgot this is a bad show. I hope a lot of these men understand that this is a bad show. They don't get their pants in the bunch. But y'all think I'm crazy, right? Y'all think I'm talking out the side of my neck. Y'all probably saying like, man, it's probably been about 1 or 2 videos of chicks, you know, saying happy that they man coming fresh on. Mr. O, well, just 1 or 2, 3 videos, 10, 15, 20, 100, funny, 500 videos. It's not a epidemic going on, is it? Well, y'all be the judge. Let's go on to these TikTok streets real quick. Let's go and take a look at this. I had to turn the music down, you know what I'm saying? But your point of view, hold on. Your man gets released from prison and comes home to this. Comes home to this. And the comments are turned off. I hope y'all see that right here in the corner. The comments are turned off. Hey, my tech guys, my blue collar guys, My guys that been married for 5 plus or more. That held down square jobs doing the right thing. When the last time you got something like this? I ask y'all. Well, damn it, I don't know why this thing makes this a damn default. I don't know why. There we go. I ask y'all a question. To my heart, pause. To the working men of today that has to get up in the morning or has to work overnight. My truck drivers who got go on and do these miles on the road in harsh conditions throughout the whole entire interstates of America and probably through Canada and Mexico. 12-hour on the road, 4 to 5, 6 days a week. Do y'all come home to this type of treatment? To my firefighters out there, you know, they gotta go in these burning buildings. Maybe have to rescue some of these women that can't pass a fire test. Y'all know what I said about the fire test. Go ahead and look at my other streams. You got to carry a big old heavy hose, and they got to carry an even bigger hole to come out the other door with the other hose. When you get home, well, when you leave from the station to go home, if you get a chance to, do you come home to something like this? Hell, to my CEOs, to my entrepreneurs, to my real grinders out there that getting legitimately or illegitimately, that you keep your nose clean and you stay out under the radar. Hey, I don't care how you get your money as long as you stay out of trouble and don't talk. Do some of y'all come home to something like this? I don't know how long homie been up in that caught up in that jam. Probably wasn't that long though. Hold on. And my man came home to a whole spread like this. Came home to a whole spread like this. The candles, the roses, the balloons. Man, hold on. She got all that. Hold on. She got all this stuff basically laid out. It was always you. It was always you. But they'll tell the average man out here they ain't going 50-50. They ain't doing no cooking, no cleaning. You know what I'm saying? None of that. But old Rooster here, he get come fresh out the pen and get all the glory. Oh, there's more. There's more. There's more. There's more. Let's see some. All this thing. No music. No music. Hold on. Watch till the end. All right, we're gonna watch to the end. Jump right in his arms. My boy, y'all probably can't see on the screen the lettering. It's kind of meshing with the video. The editor didn't do too good on this video, but my boyfriend was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison, but we're still going strong. He's my for lifer. Point of view, 2020. So you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me that a scud can get 7 years? I know she probably want Lloyd. We rarely know she want Lloyd. What's up, Chaos? What's up, Chaos? You know what? I'm gonna drop the link for you, Chaos. Hold on. But yeah, he can get 7 good years. 7 good years. But yet, let one of you guys say that you want to go to school. Are you in school? You want to go ahead and start this little business, legit business. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to trade school. Lord forbid you want to be a SoundCloud rapper. You want to be, you want to get into that industry. You know, I mean, there's still money in it. Go ahead, but yeah, you want to go ahead and fulfill your dreams of being a rapper, producer. She'll tell you, I can't go like that. No, I can't. I can't wait. No. I got too much life to live. If you ain't got it, you broke. Just say that. But homeboy, right here got 7 years in the feds. So you know he had to do at least 6. You got to do at least 85% in the feds. So you at least did 5 and 8 months to 6 years. Hold on. Let's press play. I'm surprised that she this one got the comments open. The last one they had the comments on because you know they was dragging her like motherfucker, all these free motherfucking niggas that got their shit together. You out here want to go ahead and mess with a nigga like this. You gonna make these niggas continue make these videos about us and shit talking about we ain't yeah. As we should. Let's continue. All this holding them down, sending him money. Bands make them down. Yeah. Welcome home. Welcome my man home after serving 6. Yeah, see, I said that. You gotta do at least 6. Welcome home, my man. Welcoming my man home after serving 6 years in federal prison. She got the happy birthday and the daddy bag right there with the little balloons, you know, all that. Look cute. Look real cute. Again, when these when these dudes, these married dudes, get on these podcasts, is one shame bachelors like me, old bachelors like me. Right. You gotta unmute yourself, Chaos.
Yeah. I'll spend just a little bit up here, not gonna be too long, but you know how it is. What's good, O? And I'm looking at the title. Let's see. I miss a lot, but one thing I will say, since it is the title of Jailbirds and these Keishas sucking the hell out the Jailbirds, you know, it's a testament of a greater study to get in the mind of the bitch and why she loves to be a throat goat to the so-called Ray Rays of the world. You know? Matter of fact, one particular guy, you know, got very angry in a way, and like me and others and I would have said it, but the stream was going off. I said personally, why the fuck you give a fuck about these bitches, about your direction in life if you decide to go outside the country to go find whatever? If she said that she don't like a lame, if that's one put it, and if they're gone, they don't really care because they're not the ones they're looking for anyway. They're more attracted to the so-called attractive. I always think, Miss O, when women talks about this, say, what is this thing you call attraction, bitch? Because I'm looking at it carefully, and when you talk about attraction, you mean your attraction is people of the street archetype.
Criminals.
So, really, truly, if a man doing what he's supposed to do out here, and he's considered a lame, right? Let's have that conversation. So you thinking, and she's in her psychology because the bitch is stupid. You think the attractive or cute or what you want to call leaving the country to go find another race of women to wife and give them money? No, you dumb bitch. It's the man that is out here that's regular, that's doing what they have to do, are the ones probably leave more than the regulars that you're sucking their dick on a regular basis. Let's have this conversation. The ones that's getting access to you, he don't have to really go much nowhere at all. If he chose it, matter of fact, he don't have to go nowhere because he's getting the pussy pretty much for free. While he's letting the other dudes that you say you don't like pay. And he's still getting pussy. And I try to tell this dude this because he wastes his time going back and forth with the bitch. And you gotta understand, bro, there's nothing you can persuade the bitch. The bitch is the bitch. If you're not fancying or getting her wet in least seconds, you are not that nigga. So if she sees you and she has that bitch resting bitch face, she knows by default you're going to open up your fucking wallet. That's how arrogant the bitch is. To sit there and think, say, you should be pleased to be around your presence. It should be blessed that I'm around you. The audacity.
I got a video in my catalog that talk about said situation. You remember a couple of months ago, there was a woman that was on a date in a bar. It was kind of loud, but Mr. O chopped all that loud music and stuff in the background. She literally told the man that she was on a date with there was even better looking dudes in the establishment while she was on a date with him.
Okay, so she told that dude in her face that said there's some better pretty niggas than you, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so I would tell this dude, why don't you say, okay, go with them. You turn your black ass around, walk out the door.
Now he sat there and actually conversed more with her about said situation. He even said there was some fine women up in there, but he didn't add the part that looked better than her. But I guess he was still in the hopes of trying to, smash or have another rendezvous, possibly in the hopes. Shout out to Alan Roger Curry and the possibility of smashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I understand that the play here, the game here, but my brother, I would tell him personally, if she already come out disrespectful, tell us say they're more attractive out here, 9 tenths out of time, you reversing psychology with the bitch, it's not gonna open the pussy better or more wider to you that day. Matter of fact, for you to get access now, that's actually dead in the water. The minute you spend your money, the minute she's gonna say, "All right, have a nice time. I'll call you." She's already declaring that you're not getting no pussy tonight, my dude. Not only not getting a pussy,
and she'll be backing away. She'll be backing away like Homer Simpson, going into the bushes as she says the things. Yeah, the gift, the meme, the infamous Homer Simpson going to the bushes meme.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when bushes fall back in the bush.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back into bush. Yep.
I wish I had that. I wish I had that right now. Just play it on the screen. People listen. It'll be like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I get you. I get you.
Yeah, I got grab that gift. You know what I'm saying? Will be thoroughly used on the podcast in the future. But see, I want to ask, and like I asked the great people along yourself and people in the chat room, along with my boy Igor Mendoza Conga. Salute to you, brother. Salute to the brothers, Mr. O. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you are doing well today. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yep. Yes, I am. Like I said before, if you haven't seen the other video, a guy came home from prison doing hard time, pause, doing a bid, came home to balloons, candles, rose petals, had letters spelled out. It was always you. Had a whole like altar dedicated to him. And let me rewind this particular fellow right here. This woman waited 6 years. You see right on the screen. Welcoming home, my man home after serving 6 years. He had to do 7 years in the Fed, so you know you got to do at least 5 to 8 months or 6 years because of the feds. That's mandatory. That's hard time in federal prison. But look what he came home to. Look what he came home to. You see all the money, young? Did you see all the money, young?
I think I see it. I see it. Yes, I see it.
Let me show you some of the money, young. They go $100. Ha ha ha. $200. Well, that was multiple. That was multiple.
She gave that nigga some money in the cash app side of things. Eh?
That was two. That was three.
300.
Ha. Well, all these letters, I guarantee you, there's probably some money orders or something up in there. Ha. Let's say there's all hundreds in that hand in the letters. Ha. $100. Ha. $200. Ha. She's spending in that bag like he Chris Brown in the feds. Ha. It gets better. Let it. Oh, wait. Let me go back. Go back. Wait. It's gonna come. Oh, that's them all 20. I thought that was hundreds. My bad. She'll look. Oh, wait a minute. That is 100. That is a. Wait a minute. Is that 50 or 100?
Wow.
I think that's 100. She got spread out, so she got 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190. Let us say it's 200. Let us say that's 200 probably right there. My boyfriend was sending. Oh, yeah, we already seen that caption. Let's continue. Still don't see no. Right there. What's your take on that, Mr. Chaos Rain?
I don't think I have no comment. It speaks for itself. Who they really they choose. Right there. That's who they choose. You know. And it's very sad nowadays that the show that when we talk about progression of the black race,
progression and black race can't be in the same sentence, sir.
Yeah, that you got to lower yourself as a man to become a male out here engaged in niggerish low level activity to put yourself incarcerated and be some other man's bitch. And here's the funny thing that I remember BJS and the other guys talk about, right? They always refer to black men that they don't like as gay, right? they say this to a man that's already gay that they're friends with that's gay. You ever notice that? You ever notice that?
That's the $100,000 question they refuse to answer.
Because in their mind, the gay is to be an insult to straight men. That means you're a straight heterosexual man when they use the word gay to you. But it never refers to someone that's really about that homosexual life.
That's like asking them what a woman is.
Remember, here's the funny thing about shaming language and knowing saying that this is who they don't vibrate. If you ask and you have standards, you're good. You're gay. If you ask this bitch questions, you're gay. If you hold to a certain accountability, she'll use the word you're gay. That's reverse that you're a straight man and I can't handle you being operating in your natural nature. So I gotta go vibrate and move to a man that is feminine like me. That's the message that a lot of women are put out and presenting to themselves. And they just don't know it. So. And trust me, a lot of men deal with a lot of women out here, especially black women that are on the download. Let's keep real.
Oh yeah. Niggas take pride of messing with so-called bisexual women until they actually deal with a bisexual woman.
And here's the funny thing, and I'm gonna be reasonable here because we have to deal with logic here. It's not a good look, healthy as you as a man deal with a woman that is sexually confused. Because what will happen is she already has an illness inside her. She don't know one day she's gonna be sucking your dick or eating pussy. To point and say if the relationship goes bad, she's gonna say what's she gonna do? She's gonna go back eating pussy.
Or you're have full out orgies with both dick and pussy and multiple of them.
Yeah, you're confused. You're a weirdo bitch in my eyes. And that's why even me as we are at this age now, we're gonna have to really make harsh decisions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying we've been there, done that, but harsh decisions that there's some women, if I already know that this is what you are and your social digital put out here that you're that direction, I might have to keep a distance to you, bitch, personally. For the sake of my mentality, my health mentally, and my body, in lack of better words, because there's no way hell I could still mess with you, regardless if I need needs, and I have to worry about all the other problems you going through. Because one of the things I know is if you're confused sexually, you have no business right to talk about homosexuality of the opposite sex. You are already committed to engage in degeneracy sexually with the same sex. So why the hell? And here's my thing, because there's a thing going around these NBA players that once NBA players trying to now go play for around bitches, right? Women are getting in their feelings. Even one made a statement on live air, and the same woman that is commissioned, paid by a man, let's keep real, to sit that bitch down and say, listen, bitch, don't ever you say this shit out in live air again. Let you know saying you women don't hold no stand in regards what is women. So when these men come in and say they want to be in the draft, how are you going to deny them? You don't even define yourselves of what a woman is. So
wait. Well, didn't they say a trans woman is a real woman?
Yes. So these men have to really say this straight. They say, I identify as a woman, and that's it. I identify as a woman. That is it. You cannot deny. If you try to do it, you can get hit with some lawsuits. You could be sued. You could be hit with discrimination. See, women are not faking foresight, my brother. Women are stupid creatures. That's what they need men guidance.
Don't do not give stupid creatures that slogan, sir. I would hate to say this, but the woman folk, they are so smart that they do dumb things because they like you said don't have the foresight. They know exactly what they're doing. I refuse to go ahead and give them the so-called caveat of the accountability of a child. Because if I have to go ahead and give the accountability of a child, we might as well just go ahead and put them right back into the kitchen, take away their rights, because giving children that much power will bring chaos our way. No pun intended. No. But it was. I guess it was basically a double entendre. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't give much grievance to a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? And in regards to what they think or view of manhood or anything of things that is in their favor, I don't do that. I mean, I remember one time I was sharing this one particular content creator on, I think, on TikTok, and I'll probably share it maybe with YouTube maybe next time. I'll put in back chat if I have, but not. I'm late, about to go to sleep. But I will say this: she pushes a narrative to give like a bait to a lot of women, and most women that call in are black women. And I've noticed that these black women call in to know and ask questions about body counts, right? And this woman is called this woman, you know, she is white. She will tell them said that there's no such thing as body count, da da. And I say, well, you could say that. And a lot of the fools that call and try to debate this woman that hosting it doesn't want to hear it, and she'll block them and delete them because she feels that these men are males. And I tell gentlemen many times, stop going back and forth with bitches. If they make a platform and it says there's no such thing body count, always click onto their social media presence and see what this bitch is about. If you see every video upload and it has that same title, it's telling you, and it's telling you personally, she's selling a product which a bitch will buy.
Bitches, the bitches are the product.
Yes, and nowadays, bitch, it's like okay, so you need guidance to find a man so you could swingle and take advantage of. Okay, bitch, you go to this platform, and she gonna tell you, say this is what you must do. But the problem is, if you're a certain age now and you did not make finding a mate serious at an early point of your life, do not sit there try to look for answers and find books to start play catch up, hot catch up. It will not work for you, and I'm telling you it doesn't work for you because you are behind the eight ball. Number one, and number two, as you get older, you demand more than you should be bargaining. You have no bargain after a certain point in life. You better have this come what you have, support wherever your mate is. Your mate comes in and supports you, and you make a life. You should not be sitting asking more than what you should be asking for. You're not gonna be sitting your ass and do nothing as you get older. No, that's only given to women that's younger, and it's gonna be on some man's program. And you're way beyond a point to be on some man's program because the older you are, the more unreasonable and hardhead you are. So what happens?
Or they gonna break into their house at 30 years old, like I showed that clip of the woman earlier. Breaking into said man house after she basically couldn't take a no for an answer. Showed up with a glass of wine, ice in a cup, and I guess it was something sexy on. But the police came and arrested her though.
Oh, they should do that. Okay. You know, I don't know that crazy. That's crazy, bitch. But bigger points, Ms. O, that women out here pushing this there and trying to tell men is not. Let me tell you something. Most men, on the average, are not going to ask a bitch on their body count. Let's keep it real. Some are going to be bold and ask you that, depending where he is, financially, where he is in life. But the average man today is not going to sit on a date, look a bitch in the eye, and say, "Yo, I mean, I'm a man you sleep with." We don't. No man's going to do that. I won't do it. I'm not sure if you do it. There's ways to get your answer.
There we go. That's what I do. I do the direct, indirect to direct.
Correct. Yeah, and that's how you do it. Because think about this. You women don't understand. Because if the question was in reverse, you're concerned about no matter a man's past sexually, especially if he's been messing with another man, which he should not be. But let's say if he tell you that, you're more geared to not even have nothing to do with him. Hell, you would cut off the date and don't want to talk to him again. So why is it?
You'll be surprised. Ironically, said men are actually. Have you ever heard the thing called lavender? Never mind. Let's just continue.
Mm-hmm.
The lavender marriage is a thing. They actually are trying to get pregnant. Actually have relationships with actual said gay men, and gay men are actually mad about it. So I heard.
You know, matter of fact, let me reverse that. Let me take that back. There are some homosexual men that are putting content out and telling these women that say they don't want no relationship, they're kind of shaming them, which they shouldn't, because if you're gay, you know, you're probably. But I understand the argument because there are too many women that's already sexually confused. You're sleeping on only women, but you are messing around with the homosexual man that you know is gay. One man was gay said he got his inbox full of black women, and
You see,
they know
right there.
So really, truly, I don't take most women, especially black women, seriously in the 21st century, because you say one thing but you actually say otherwise, and no man, if they have some sense, shouldn't really take you seriously as anything, long term or short term. You don't have nothing to stand on. You have no moral. You have no principles. Hell, you don't even take accountability for little acts you participate in your life, including relationships. Why would a man, if he has something to lose or has anything of any substance, really invest time, energy to you, bitch? You know what I'm saying? It is a you lose time and money with dealing with them, if we want to be honest, in the long term of things. Now, if a man gets some sex to you, that's the best thing you could offer, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You get some dick and bubble gum.
I mean money, the boxing money. I need some. I need all the.
Now, if you get some money, that's good. If she can give you some, but you know, what's that concept? Some of them are very much stingy with their purse. You not open your purse, bitch.
Well, it's because it's flat. On chaos. I mean, they can't give you something of nothing 9 times out of 10. So I mean, yeah.
But anyway, so that's my little rant for tonight. I wish I came a little earlier, but you know, it is what it is. So I'll leave
I
there.
started kind of late. I ain't gonna lie. I had started kind of late. I had to finish some behind the scenes things, technical difficulties. Even uploading a new song, you know what I'm saying? It's called Bars to I forgot the name of the damn title. I'm gonna get the title. I'm gonna drop it in the morning. But yeah, it's a new single. Go ahead, check it out.
Okay. All right, we'll talk later. Thank you again. Appreciate it.
Yep. But the show goes on and continues. Shout out to Chaos Rain. Make sure y'all subscribe to him, content creator, and all that jazz. You know, where was I? Oh, yeah. To the married men that advocate for this thing called marriage. And I still believe marriage is a beautiful thing, but only between man, woman, and God. Everybody else is not necessary, and especially the damn government and the state by signing that damn contract. Yet nowadays, you actually get the best out of a relationship without signing that damn contract, because we know from observation, through record statistics, even men in the know, a lot of you married men hardly even get this kind of treatment. Yet you have to protect and provide 365. I know it get a little tiring, probably a little redundant getting a welcome home celebration every day from work, but god dang it, god damn it. You would think that you'll get some type of appreciation of this nature, magnitude that's not coerced. That's not like some type of sorry because she already messed up and effed up and she feel like she gotta go overboard to make you feel good. Oh no. You could tell this was well thought out. This was planned. This was passionate right here. There was a lot of proper preparation for this type of welcome home. Yet, the dude that graduated college with a doctorate, master's or doctorate, or Juris Doctorate, probably got to making a successful surgery. Probably just got through winning one of the most important cases. Probably closed one of the biggest business deals of his life. And I bet he still don't get no type of treatment like this. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Even I, Mr. O with the info, the American douchebag asshole such as myself, even I got some type of treatment like this. And I was an ain't shit ass nigga. So I know how this feels like. You feeling like a king right now. But to the regular nigga out there, he seeing this, he probably like, man, this is some BS. I know. Let me finish this. Money Young got the welcome home, got the shimmers, got the all the little what's the name tab, what do you want to call that shit, man. Fresh get hold on. Can't believe it. Oh yeah, she said she ain't been with no other dude either, and can't believe it really been 6 years since we've been together. Now, how many dudes that she really, I really don't believe it. She probably got cracked a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? But how many dudes with their ish together that she walked past, probably didn't talk to, probably ignore her DM for 6 years, just to say that she was loyal. You heard me in the song. Fresh gear, all that. Even got his lip. Hold on. She gonna get this nigga locked back up. Man, hold on. She got the liquor and everything. Knowing this nigga, we probably gotta go see his PO. Look at this. Tito's, Don Julio, happy birthday, all that. Damn, first day home cooked meal options. Got to make sure. Oh well, you ain't cooking. Now, she a young and she probably never learned how to cook. Yes, they are deviants, Igor. Yes, they are. This is basically deviant behavior. Igor said women pretend to be stupid when it's convenient for them. They'll do the opposite of what man expects when they think they can get something out of it, even though it may be detrimental in the long run. Of course. Oh, let me go ahead. Yep. Igor also wrote, they are hybristophilic, that they don't hesitate to spend loads of money on these incarcerated males only to fulfill their sexual gratification. This is who they really choose. I ain't hating. I just want to go ahead, all this community talk, and y'all keep on talking about getting a community together, but how y'all gonna have a community of a family of criminals on the same block? I mean, I really try to picture that. You're gonna have pro-black revolutionaries on one side and gangsters on the opposite, and somehow, some way, it's gonna build a great infrastructure. Potholes gonna be filled. grass is going to be cut. They actually going to be attending PTA meetings and community center meetings and to discuss these things called property tax. You know what honest taxpaying American citizens or countrymen do? They're going to do it. The criminal class. Yeah. I know we romanticize the Bubby Johnsons, the Frank Matthews. I'm trying to think of some kingpins they didn't snitch. And also wasn't the Llewellyn brothers, you know. You'll think these chicks will actually want ghosts, but they really want Kanan and Tommy. We see it now. We see it. Ghost was just for the aesthetic. They really want Kanan and Tommy, literally. They take the white boy that's got a gangster edge. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't lying to y'all. But let me go ahead. What the drove to pick him up to? Jump right into his arms. Damn. Ain't that sweet? There's more. Let's see. Okay. I don't know if this is true. I hope this is just for shits and giggles, trying to go viral, trying to make a little money on TikTok. You know, even though TikTok is just a little money, you know. This is sick. This is truly sick. In case y'all can't read the caption, it says, and I quote, point of view, my husband, who I never met. My husband, who I never met, came home from prison. My husband, who I never met, came home from prison.
I hate most people. There are times when I look at people and I see nothing worth liking. I want to earn enough money I can get away from everyone.
Met came home from prison.
Wow.
I'm on a date. He didn't even let me record the drink.
Yo, hold on.
You chill.
Hold on, man.
Did you want any dip? Chill.
Hold on.
He didn't even let me record the drink.
Now, from the optics of my screen, I don't think my man right here was like I don't think he made it in that system, in this thing called prison, the penitentiary, being incarcerated. I'm not gonna go there. Never mind.
You chill.
Did you eat anything different?
They burnt my food, so I gotta watch him eat.
You gonna sit there watch this dividing? Hold on. This is a first. So you mean tell me that a woman of any race is actually gonna allow a restaurant to play with her food and watch another man eat in peace?
Well, all the jokes can't be good. You've got to expect that once in a while.
No, Groucho, no, man, no. No, I refuse. I refuse.
This is a sick Negro.
You really just ate without me.
That's good.
They burnt my bread, but these look way better.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Pav, my husband, who I never met, came.
Yeah, please drink water. Yeah. Oh, there's more. All the music. And she a BBW. Some of y'all, this is to some of y'all dudes in the community I was liking right here. So here go y'all straight head weed queen BBW. I ain't gonna lie. This particular body type, I ain't gonna lie. There will be a lot of back shots with this particular one. I know the lunch of the arms is coming in, but for right now, from this angle, I can see it from the front. I know she got a dunk. I know she got a big one back there. I can see it from the front. I might have to go ahead and forget what I say about the 5 test for this particular one. Yeah. I know. You niggas gonna say like, man, what the hell, man? Look, even I got eyes. Even I see it. All right. Damn, this bitch thick. Oh. Besides, hold on. Before we continue.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to choose to donate, you can sock it to my pocket at Cash App, $MISTRO070. And you can hit my email if you want to go ahead and support the content.
Don't you want your donuts right? Oh, hey, don't you ever fuck with me, boy.
Do you know me now? I'm a bad man.
I'm a bad man. Detroit 313 XRP. What it do, brother? What it do? My ace boom on the late night. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, shorty slugging right here, but again. And I know a lot of you guys, this is your type of flavor. I ain't gonna lie, this is my type of flavor it'll be my type of flavor for a couple of hours. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, she doing all this. Let me rewind it. She got the whole shebang right here. Look at this. God damn, she did. Not too much in the face though, but she got some suit coolers on. Yeah. Yep. Fresh home. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. It's a white boy too? Damn. I told y'all. Why I just say? They really don't want Ghost. They want Tommy and Kanan. I keep telling y'all. Damn. Crazy work. Maybe he's just super light skinned. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe he one of them little half breeds. You know, maybe his mama white, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know. That nose kind of long. What's the name? I don't know. Maybe a little. Yeah, she never. Fast forward this shit. Hey, Rap, what y'all think he is? I don't know. God damn. Yeah, she a little chunky, yeah, but god damn. Yep. Homeboy come home straight. Yeah, I think he a white boy, yeah. Yep. Yeah, she'll be double. I mean, that shit looked good from the front. I ain't gonna lie, but yep. Let me find one more. It's all over the internet, bro. Meet this shit. Me when my man come home from jail. She playing that scamming ass song. Just in case you wondering what music is in the background, she playing that Young Miami Scam song. Got the bands calling, yeah. She had the money calling. Oh well, that look like that was Dirk in there. Hold on. That was Dirk in there. My husband leaving prison, finally coming home. We about to start our lives. Yep, even white boys. And not the you know he didn't make it. Now you know he ain't make it. Hold on. Let me see what my man saying.
Nothing but the best, because I'm go ahead, let me start out by being positive and say, hey, I wish y'all nothing but the absolutely nothing but the best. Because I'm telling you right now, he done his time. After he done his crime, I wish him nothing but the best. I hope y'all work everything out. But let me tell you something, lady. Let me tell you something. If you don't know already, you're going to have to straighten them out. And what I mean about that is they got him.
Yep.
They got him. I don't know how tough your husband was before he went in.
They got him. He got. They got him. Ooh, my bad, homie.
They got him. He hasn't had time talking to him right now. By the way he was waving tough your husband was before he went in. But they got him. Because I'm telling you right now, by the way he was waving, the way he was walking, the way he was, they got him. He hasn't had time to adjust yet. His mind's still in prison mode. He ain't had time to adjust back. They got him. So
they got him.
I wish you nothing but the absolute best. But if you notice some things different when you get home or anything like that, they got him. That's all I want you to know. Wish you nothing but the best.
Yeah, I wish you nothing but the best. Indeed. Detroit XRP 313 wrote. So she spent money on a what? Yep. Yep. Mr. Detroit XRP 313, you might have to go here and rewind about 17 minutes before this video. I showed the modern woman, aka the black woman of today, basically waiting 6 out of 7 year federal prison sentence without touching another man, allegedly. Sending Cash App and sending greenbacks to her boyfriend who was locked up in the feds 6 out of 7 years, and he came home basically to a whole welcome home spread full with balloons, the little gift bag, one that said birthday and another one said daddy, and a whole bunch of toiletries, fresh white beaters, white tees, drawers, but the new PS6 and all that other stuff. Picked them up, jumped right in his arms. Yeah. But when I ask some of these married men on these podcasts, they ain't out here fraternizing with other women behind or in front of their woman's so-called back, that want to posterize about marriage, but still creeping on the low. I ain't gonna say no names, but I ain't gonna say no names. All these other guys that want to tell you that marriage and trying to bring back the community, you as a black man need to look past all this type of dysophilic behavior. Just let bygones be bygones. Understand that you can't control the beater, but when we do get her after she had her fun around the carousel at 35 plus, that it's your duty to look past all that, the trips to Jamaica, Italy, Houston, Atlanta, the STD clinic, Planned Parenthood, the trap house, the frat house. You gotta look past all that. The years upon years of her youthful beauty being wasted away for waiting for a nigga that's locked away in an 8x10 cell that's locked by a door that's about 12 inches thick, like a foot thick steel, and it have a little slot, like one that you could little peek through, like a little door, and another one that slides your food in. And you got to sit in there for 23 hours a day. But he has a couple of women on the outside's heart and their vagina on lock. And don't get it twisted. The whole they doing each other in a prison system. That's a long gone fallacy. Through my constituents, my brethren, shout to Hardcore Tito, aka Tito the Legendary. He basically said, and I'll quote, that they have female prison guards working in these facilities now. And some of these other guards look the other way for a nice monetary stipend for unauthorized conjugal visit from said women on the outside. So don't get it twisted, so-called square righteous gentleman today on the outside doing the right thing. He even wins on the outside as well on the inside. That was a long-winded analysis, right? Detroit XRP 313 wrote, that's crazy. But the same group worrying about black men. Oh, I'm getting to that. Don't jump the gun so soon. I'm getting to that later. I'm getting to that. I'm just I'm laying this platter of contradictions out perfectly. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave nothing out, leave nothing to the chance. I don't want nobody to say I'm just pulling rabbits out my hat or just bullshit out my ass. Pause. Yeah, generational wealth. Yep. But let me finish this. Yeah. Oh, don't get twisted. Hold on. Let me see this.
Okay, y'all, because it's a lot of people in the comments like talking crazy, but let me just clear air. The nigga ain't been home since he been out. He ain't never seen my house. He ain't never been to my new house. He just not have. He has not been there. He ain't seen the setup. He ain't did none of that. He been out since he's been out. He ain't been around me. He been over there with the sisters, the friends, the bitch, and nigga. Who knows? Who knows who the punk bitch with? I don't know. So when you got out, he wanted to go to get his shit from his sister them. The clothes that I bought for him, I had them to get for me because I didn't have time and I didn't know what size like he could wear because he supposedly got bigger like in his size. So his sister was like, okay, I know what size he'll wear. You know, every time he get out, he'll be, you know, bigger size. So when we got to the sister house, all his people was in the garage, and you know, because she lives down on Marietta Street in Atlanta, and it was like a parking deck garage. So we was in there, and they was all in there, you know, talking it up or whatever.
Blah blah blah
They wanted to hang out. Had a big.
Let's get to the good part. Damn it.
Gas bottle bigger than I don't know what.
Hold on, man. How you speak this shit up?
And need I remind? Okay, y'all. Wanted to hang out. Had a big ass bottle bigger than I don't know what. And need I remind you, the bitch ain't supposed to be smoking, drinking, none of that shit. So I'm like, you don't need to be around it. We already been through this. You're not gonna be around your people's drinking, and it's just like it's a cycle. I'm not dealing with it. I said no, and bitch, we got reservations. So later on,
first of all, I know damn well she ain't talking to a nigga that just came fresh home like this, said all type of bitch. Well, you know what? Yet again, she probably has said all type of bitches and all that good stuff because she know if he put his hands on her one good time, she's got to call his PO. They know who to pull this shit with. They know who to do this shit with. Just saying.
Sister was like, oh, some shit. The nigga didn't want to. Who wants to just go home and lay down? I don't care what. If I want to go home and lay down, that's my nigga. We can go home and lay down. Fuck all they going out. That's what got you in here. That's what. So I said, in the garage, I was like, hey, let's go. I see a big ass bottle. Let's hit it. I'm finna leave. I'm pulling off. I'm literally still sitting in my car as I'm talking to him because he was literally out in the garage sitting next to the car, whatever. I said, let's go. We got reservations. I had shit planned for you. Everybody knew what I had planned for him. He even knew. The whole time he was in there and close up to his release date, because before he was transferred to the county jail from prison, he, you know, had special requests what he wanted to do. I even asked him, I said, yo, do you want your sister them to come pick you up? Fucking bomb ass family. He was like, oh no, I ain't trying to get in no car with them. I'm going with you. You need to come pick me up. I'm not going with my family. I don't want to be around them right now. I want to be just my family, me and the kids. And it was just gonna be us, you know, that entire week, that weekend, he could have did his own thing. Actually, we had plans to go to Miami this following weekend. We're supposed to be in Miami right now.
How the hell y'all gonna go to fucking? Hold on, bitch. Hold on. Don't y'all find it crazy? They be trying to do actual like family activities with dudes that ain't supposed to be leaving the state. And this ain't a knock to all my bros in the streets, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is, you go, but even some of y'all be had to go ahead and actually check a chick because y'all get tired, y'all get itching, y'all get sick and tired too. Y'all be like, this dumb bitch. And you can't talk it out because you know they like to do shit and already be done. Then they want to tell you, and then they want guilt you talking about they already done did it, and you be looking like, this dumb bitch. You plan on leaving the state to go to Miami. If he had just came home, you don't think he gotta go see his parole officer. You don't think his parole officer ain't gonna do no surprise pop-ups. I don't know how other ish go any other city or state, but here in Illinois, here in Chicago, that happens. So I'm pretty sure it happens in every other state and jurisdiction throughout the whole entire United States, even in Hawaii, even Alaska. Yeah. Even South and North Dakota. Yeah. Ooh, wrong button.
So he basically said, fuck me and gone on or whatever. He was gonna say hang out and go fucking get drunk and go to the club. Okay. All right. So I said, fuck it, I'm gone. I go home. Next morning, I had everything planned. I was supposed to take him to his PO. Then we were supposed to go to my baby's doctor's appointment in Columbus, Georgia. So we didn't make it to either. Well, I made it to my baby's appointment, but I didn't go take him to his PO. So he was blowing my phone up that next afternoon and was like, oh shit, where you at? I gotta go to my PO. I said, oh, have your people to take you to go see your PO. He snapping, bitch, where you at? You know what I gotta do? You trying to get me violated? I'm like, I'm not trying to get you nothing. You should have thought about that. You
see, and they wonder why.
I know you care as much as I do. I know you feel.
Turn this down. Fucking weekend. Listen to my music. Listen to my music, y'all. Go begin of the stream. I play my new music. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. All right. I'm done with this part of the damn show. This shit about to go ahead and piss me off real quick. Let's go here. Speaking of what Chaos Rain has said earlier. Let's go there. Hold on. Oh shit. My bad. Yeah. Let me bring Delicious back up. There you go, Delicious. Back to your twerk. There you go, both of y'all. My bad. So we see who they give their best years, their time, their energy. They give their best in these so-called tough struggle, thug, love, whatever you want to call it, ride or die, Bonnie and Clyde, what have you, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was going to be across the board. I thought pretty much men, especially on their business and everything, you know how they said a man that got his ish together, right? I was wondering, do the average man or the above average man out here get the same type of treatment? And unfortunately, I have not gotten that answer. You know, maybe after this broadcast, maybe I'll get a lot of comments, email to one of these dudes say, yeah, I get that type of treatment from my wife all the time. You know what I'm saying? Not just on anniversaries, not just on your birthdays. I'm talking about like spur of the moment type of thing, and you ain't gotta do a bid. I'm just saying. But let's go over here and look at another content creator by the name of I think her name is Dee. I think I played it before. Yeah, I think I played it before. So let's see what she got to say or hear who she reviewing and reacting to. Let's go.
It's just insane to me. But anyway, we're going to hop into the video. Make sure you are subscribed. I say this all the time, but I think women have talking about men who are deciding not to choose black women. I want to play what she had to say because there are a lot of women out here who hate the fact that black men are not choosing black women anymore.
I'm gonna let this play.
My thing is this, and this is not something to celebrate, and I say this all the time, but I think women seem to not really focus on how they participated in this and how they contributed to this, to why men are moving the way they're moving. I just think this throwing dirt and hiding your hand type of scenario needs to stop. This is where accountability is so necessary, but it seems that Black women don't want any type of accountability whatsoever, but always complaining about the outcomes. It's just insane to me. But anyway, we're going to hop into the video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It's free to subscribe, share, and like the video. Hype up the video, and make sure you are supporting via Super Thanks. All right? Let's get into it. Here we go.
It is some Black men out here who really think that they are shitting on Black women by strategically choosing other races and saying it out loud and proud in front of other Black women. It's almost as if they want to invoke some sort of emotion out of us for our men. You know, I guess they want us to be upset, or they want to let us know that we're inferior, and they always going to pick the other race. You know, somebody in my comments, I made a parody video a couple weeks ago about how I don't bring anything to the table. Clearly for kicks and giggles, right? Because anybody who knows me for real, and it was just a funny video that I made. But I see a lot of men in the comments, you know, just jumping to conclusions. When literally the video was for kicks and giggles, but it just goes to show how fast you all resort to hate, because the hate is not towards us as the Black women. It is towards yourselves. You want an excuse or a reason or a rhyme or a reason to go over there. We do not, I promise you.
I had to go back. I had to rewind that back. I had to go ahead and take a quick break. But I heard a little bit of pretty much of what the Strags say. Let me go ahead and play that some more. Let me play that.
Me for real, and it was just a funny video that I made. But I see a lot of men in the comments, you know, just jumping to conclusions. When literally the video was for kicks and giggles, but it just goes to show how fast you all resort to hate, because the hate is not towards us as the Black women. It is towards yourselves.
Is that projection? You know, when I used to actually like listen and take them seriously, I used to believe that ish. I used to be like, damn, do I really hate myself? I mean, damn. I must do, because I just can't see myself loving or even liking this thing, calling me all type of names, saying the child of God, yet, but still wants my sweat equity and my money. Damn. I know, right? I know, right? And
you're hairier than a motherfucker, too. Your personality ain't much to speak of either. Your cooking ain't shit. You ain't clean worth a damn. Nasty bitch. But I need somebody around here that's gonna wash the shit stains out.
I'm just saying. Let me go ahead and let this have to speak.
You want an excuse or a reason or a rhyme or a reason to go over there. We do not.
Go over where?
The condom.
Go over where? You gotta give us a clear destination designation. Go over where? What go over overseas? Go over to the next city, next county. Go into a rural area. You gotta be more specific. I'm just saying. It's Detroit XRP 313. He said it's not an excuse. It's a choice. Well, we ain't supposed to have a choice, sir. We're supposed to just ignore this type of behavior. Just let them do what they do. Even the simps and the pro-blacks tell you do so, otherwise, or you're not black. You're not a real man. You know, just let them do what they do. Let them talk out their mouth. I mean, they're children with breasts, for fuck's sakes, right? That's what they'll tell you. Don't mess up this beautiful thing of ours. We finally got them where we want them. They're opening their mouths and saying what they really how they really feel. They mess with the dudes who they really mess with, which is basically messing up the whole vetting and competition pool when they want 90% of the women folk only want top 10% of niggas walking around the damn planet. And which, if they do get pregnant by only 10% of dudes, in the next couple of generations, it's gonna be looking like a black idiocracy in the community with all the genetic abnormalities walking around here, which is also walking around now. A lot of genetic waste and material and shit. We could be really great, y'all. We really convinced something, but no. Yeah, full projection. 100%. 100% guilty as fuck. Or whatever Kane 50 Cent said in Power. Be wild. Black web it ward. Black bed deleted. Remember? Oh yeah. You know, Detroit XRP 313. I'm glad you mentioned that. They want the black, if we want to call ourselves black. I hate that damn color designation for my skin tone, skin type. You know, it's kind of still insulting. We in whatever century, you know, we passed whatever time period, but damn. The melanated man of today, from Americano, whatever you want to call it, origin. They want this particular specimen, this particular male. That's not many walking around. I mean, since 1973, they have basically deleted a whole bunch of us, and still to this day, there's gonna be some more deleted tomorrow. Sad but true. They go from the womb all up into elderly age. They take you out no matter what. They try and take you out. Nature is always trying to take you out. That's a sick realization I have noticed in almost 40 years of life. Every waking moment, God and nature is trying to take my black ass out, and I got to prevent every single way avoiding that happen until the ticket goes out and eyes do the final call. You dig? In doing so, I gotta remind myself that these cardinal things, you know, every day when I wake up, y'all, I basically said, like, I pray to the God of Israel, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Trust no nigga, trust no bitch, no about the forbidden fruit. And that's it. Wash my face, brush my teeth, wash my ass, and go ahead and do what I gotta do. In that order. Go outside every day just to block all the negativity and the so-called gaslight and the book BS. It will really go ahead and weigh down your mental, weigh down your spirit if you really partake in this matter. But for me, I just sit there with my blunt and just be looking like, damn, for real, you don't say. Like I'm about to press play on this woman right here.
Men that we as black women are looking for are the men who actually want us.
For real?
We are not checking for the ones that don't.
Well, I think it goes the same for black men. What I think black women, certain black women, hate to recognize is the vitriol and the hatred that a lot of black women have spewed toward black men. And I don't think it's everybody. She may not be one who have done that, but men have gotten to a place to where it's not funny. You know, even if she says she made a parody video of, you know, saying she bring nothing to the table, to men that is not funny, because in actuality there are a lot of women who say they bring nothing to the table, and they think that that's okay. So I think these types of topics resonate with men in a real way, because they're actually out here trying to date women or have tried to approach women and try to get to know women, but women have shot them down. So I think when it comes to women, women see these things as jokes and it's just fun, but men don't, because that's their real lives. There are the majority of men out here who are dating, they're looking for serious committed relationships. They're actually looking for wives. Well, they were looking for wives and they want to have children.
Yeah, I was gonna have to stop it right there. I mean, that sounded good. I mean, maybe back in the day when we wasn't exposed to all the hedonistic, crazy behavior that our forefathers they probably had to deal with it, but we wasn't shown. Everything was handled behind closed doors, or it was like not mentioned at all. And now we're here. Yeah. 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 Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, make sure. Let me press play.
54% of black men are childless, are single and childless. This is the part I don't think black women are really paying attention to, or they don't really believe that stat. There are still.
I have a theory. Once we get up to 60% of black men, that's truly straight heterosexual men, first of all, that was able and will partake and procreate, reproduce it in the said community. My theory, I have a theory. If that number goes from 54 to 60%, what would be the genetic and physical makeup of Black America if it still be one in the next 50 years? That would be interesting to see. I might have to go ahead and do a analysis and get back to y'all on that later. But I just had that pop in my head, and I thought I'll go ahead and put that on the broadcast for y'all to have that on y'all mind in the next scientific study or something might pop up. And mention my name too. Say Mr. Overton for bring me up.
54% of black men who are single and don't have kids. And a lot of those eligible bachelors want families. They want wives, but they're having a hard time finding suitable women for wives. So when you make a parody video or a video about joking about you don't bring nothing to the that doesn't resonate with men. And I don't think most men, now there may be some, but I don't think most men are out here trying to shame women or put them down or laugh in their face, because the men take.
Because ain't no point in doing so. It's in wasted futility at this point. I mean, it's reverse psychology, and it needs to be right in the community, and all Black people suffer from it, even down to the little crumb crushers. Detroit XRP 313 wrote, I don't want to sound like incel-ish, but today's men are weak and mind warped to thinking women would want them. Well, good sir, it's not that. It's that we have a whole bunch of I guess social justice warriors. I don't know, future wannabe philanthropists, since they worry about generational wealth and what a black man does with his Johnson with said money and wealth. You'll think that they will have some type of foundation or some type of fund that they're trying to build with these bachelor men with all their money just walking around. Just, I mean, have something to offer them, like finishing school of women that's ready to be wild. Never mind. That's too bourgeoisie. I don't like bourgeoisie either. That's too boule for my liking. Too much Jack and Jill and Black Greek letter fraternity and ass kissing and all that good stuff. No. Like, what the purpose of to have a relationship? Well, it was I so this is what it was, and shout to the forefathers, shout out to the ancestors. You know, I mean, we progress. The thing is, and shout out to my father, he gave me this little quote back in the day. He said, "Man will get so weak and wise that he'll destroy himself." And my father lived all 90 years, and he came to that conclusion all the way into his old age. And unfortunately, he had to meet his demise before his vision of what said happened is in my lifetime today. So I've been forewarned. I'm giving a warning to y'all. Men, speaking of weak men, Detroit XRP 313, men will get so weak and wise that he'll find a way to destroy himself. Isn't that playing out today? Just saying. And the whole purpose of a relationship and the whole scheme of things in our lizard brain, brains. See, the thing about marriage was to determine paternity. I mean, the covenant with the Most High is the best aspect of said relationship when y'all both together and y'all in a unison and worshiping the Most High together all day, every day, and be happy and content worshiping together without sin. Maybe, since y'all have a covenant together, it would not be sin, and y'all produce more followers that do the same thing after y'all gone. That was the original plan. But since we are more secular people of today, even with secularity, if that's a word, I don't want to be quoted. I'm a little buzzed, a little high off the bud, but yeah, I'm pretty sure if it is. But you can roast me if it's not a word. In this secular world that we in today, the whole aspect, even of a so-called partnership and relationship, was to determine paternity. To determine paternity. Even now, we find out that ain't always true. So we have to define and redefine what a relationship is of the modern era, in which we don't have relationships, we have situationships. 100 years from now, they're going to do a study on human dynamics and human relationships, and these people got so comfortable, they got all this technology, all this decadence, and it chose anarchy and chaos anyway. I think a particular another civilization did a similar thing thousands of years ago. They was called the never mind. Let me press play and get on out of here in a few minutes. Let's press play.
Life and these situations more seriously than women do, in my opinion, because women could joke about it and laugh and talk about all this stuff, but men really are more focused and they're really more focused on this than women are. And a lot of women take men for granted. You don't take them seriously because they're lame to you. A lot of women dismiss a lot of men who would be good husbands and good fathers, and women go to the men that they think are better looking, tall, good in the bed. That's what a lot of these women are focused on. They're not focused on real marriage minded men. And the reason why a lot of these women are struggling and can't find the man that they deem a good man is because a lot of these women do not measure up. A lot of these women already have kids. That's something that men don't want. Men don't want women with kids already. A lot of these women have this independent masculine mindset. Men don't want that. A lot of these women are independent. They're looking for rich men who have all the money. They're focused on money and materialistic things when men are trying to grow and build families. That is the difference. So it's not that I personally don't think that most men are out here trying to belittle women and shame them because they have other options. They're trying to show you, listen, we're tapped out. Women have got on these social media apps and have told the men that we don't want y'all. Y'all are dusty.
Yeah. The grip of straw with you, Didi. I get it. Let's get back to the chick.
That's the bottom line. Let's continue though.
In fact, the ones who don't and make that so clear, we want nothing to do with you.
So again, why would y'all go ahead and sit in y'all cars, sit in y'all apartments with the ceiling bird going off, talking, chirping and shit? Why y'all sit up all day making videos about these so-called straight and arrow brothers if you don't want them anyway? Just say it. Let's continue.
Literally disgust and turn us off. We would never want to talk to anyone who makes it clear that they date outside their race. I would never in my life want to compete for your love because your love is not even based off moral values. Your love.
Whoa, what? Wait, what? Did the scriptures use morals? Oh,
That's why they shouldn't let dumb bitches read psychology books.
One more time.
That's why they shouldn't let dumb bitches read psychology books.
I feel sorry for what dude, man.
What you want me to do? Lie to you? Just because you pour syrup on shit don't make it pancakes, you know what I'm saying? All you could see was that number.
Igor Mendoza Conga. These Keishas are hypocritical. I know, right? Moral value, yes. I think someone is, yes. I wanted to do she feel the exact way for all these travestis out there confessing they love for they white zaddy out there, they Brad and they Chad, you know what I'm saying? I want to do she see them videos on TikTok on her timeline. I wonder.
Love is based off skin color. I don't want nobody loving me just because I'm black. I want you.
Wait, hold on. Ain't that what you asking? And hold on.
In my life, want to compete for your love because your love is not even based off moral values. Your love is based off skin color. I don't want nobody loving me just because I'm black. I want you to love me because I'm a great human being. I want you to love me because I'm caring. I want you to love me because.
But are you? That is the question. Are you these things? You're giving me. It's giving. What? How they say? It's giving. It's giving that you're not these particular things, young lady. Iga Modoncia Conca. As if divest. No, Igor. Other content creators call them divestors. When you over here at the ozone, you know, with our delicious twerking on the side and the girls twerking on the corner and the flames right here around me, we call them trivestors. They are trivestors because they're trying to divest, but who's going to invest in them? Trivestors. But as if trivestors have moral value in the intersexual decisions that they make. Absolutely. And of course, she's contradicting herself. Yes. Yes. Trivestors, okay. Got you, brother. Yes. Yes. And that's tried. Try, like they trying. Trivestors.
Loving me comes naturally to you. It's something that you want to do, not something that you feel forced to do.
But we are. I mean, basically, it's both that you just said. Like you, it's something that we want to do. Like you forcing us. Again, they try to bully men into relationships. They coerce and gaslight us, and basically manipulate us and say this is what we want to do. In the terms of saying this is what we should be doing. Like they're entitled, like it's preordained, like this is the standard that they emphasize on a daily basis. Besides the hair hat protective apparatus on her head, this particular one on the right screen does have a pair of soup coolers that I know are some DSLs, and she probably have gave some a lot of brainwashing and a lot of knowledge, and I want a lot of brainwashing on my Frankfurter at this point. But let's hear her out. Let's hear her out.
Or I don't want you loving me, and because you just accidentally fell for me and I wasn't your preference, and oh my God, I'm the token black that you decided to date in your race because every other black woman was not like me. No, because at the end of the day, I'm not a token black woman. I'm a black woman all day, every day. That never changes. I'm a woman, I'm a mother, a good person.
Here we go. There we go. Igor said, makes sense being called trivestors. It's very creative, by the way, because they try to level up by dating other races of men, but yeah, that's why I call them trivestors. Yep. Thank you, sir. I tried to be at least creative and original. Now, if you hear any other content creators that I'm not affiliated with and condone to use that term, you know who they got it from. And call them out if you can. Good God. Good God.
A funny person. I know how to cook. I clean up. I'm a great human being. I have vibes, okay?
Yo, this great human being, this we're gonna have to bury that word in 2026. The word vibes. If you hear a woman use the word vibes, you already know you in for some drama and some trouble. I swear. They know how to run a term until it becomes a double meaning, and the double meaning don't be so good in the end. I swear, vibes. The vibes.
I know how they build a man up.
If you know how they really be setting they self up, bro. I swear. If you know how to build a man up, what's the men that you have built? Can we go to them like they do the ruins when they go to Greece or Rome, or when they visit the so-called pyramids down there in Egypt? Are they like ruins? Are the men still in a proper structure or no? This is crazy work. This is tragic. This really work.
I know how to speak life into you. I know how to expect the best from you. I know how to communicate without screaming and hollering and throwing insults.
I will call them brothers out. Don't worry. We need to send people their respective flowers. Brother AC gets his lingo stolen by other content creators every day. Shout out to that brother too. Let's continue.
I know how to admit when I'm wrong. I know how to communicate back and forth ideas without shutting the other person down and not trying to at least see a little bit of their point of view. That's what makes me a great partner, not my skin color, babe.
Listen, and I hear what she's saying, y'all, but I think a lot of women are still missing it. Most black men date and marry black women. Most white men date and marry white women. Most Indian men date and marry white.
That demographic is changing, unfortunately, DD. A lot of brass and chats that go for Bay Leagues, and they actually threat brothers for even looking at Bay League now. See, they don't care if you go after their Becky's and Carrots because they leave it up by the dozens every day. You know, a lot of brass and chats can't get with the little voluptuous, curvaceous white women that's coming out at the factory setting today. So they going now to their best option, which is May Lane, and even now they getting a little bit more healthier to their liking, and they know they the brothers like that particular weight in particular places. So they been trying to make a quote unquote back alley deal, like you can have all the thick snow bunnies y'all can have, just and May Lane just be the ones that shake like prepubescent teenager, you know what, and we even Steven. That's how they coming now, but
marry Indian women. Most Asian men date and marry Asian women. Each race and each group of individuals date and marry within their own race. So it's a really small percentage of men who actually date and marry outside of their race. That's so small of a number. It shouldn't even be something to be discussing. The problem is, I think women self-evaluate themselves and their value and their worth. Typically women, and I'm just saying typically, if you look at statistics, typically
all right, Didi, that's enough. I know you gotta get your duggers. Shout out to Didi, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I think I got one more video down. I'm gonna get up out of here my damn self. Let's hear how they so y'all go back to the early part of the stream. You see they go all out for who they really want, who they really deal with. They really go out all out. Ain't no games, ain't no half step, no nothing. Well, when they do something right, put their mind and effort into it, they actually go all the way out. We seen the clips. Y'all say this for y'all Rolodex. Now, let's hear what they got to say about the quote unquote good man. Let's take a look. See what this motherfucker is. And for the record, I ain't gonna lie. If we are gonna be have to be condemned with these set of women out here, if we gonna have to listen to these podcasts and react to them, break them down, I'm gonna have to actually have to set a standard. If you're not actually at least a 6.5, close to a 7, but really 7 don't exist, so we say 6.5. And you come on these podcasts, and if you have anything negative, or you want trying to basically shit on men, we have a right to call you out, and we have the right to roast you. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I refuse. I'm not funny. I'm offended. Let me go. Let's go.
For the toxic woman, when she says that she wants a man to check her, the toxic woman is saying, I need you to be riled up. I need to be allowed to be riled up. I need to be allowed to disrespect you, but I need you to check me when I'm disrespecting you, because I anticipate I'm going to disrespect you. And the only way I know that you love me is because you give me that energy back. But that's toxic, right? So when a toxic is allowed to disrespect, for the toxic woman, when she says that she wants a man to check her, the toxic woman is saying, I need to be riled up. I need to be allowed to be riled up. I need to be allowed to disrespect you, but I need you. Woman is saying, I need to be riled up. I need to be allowed to be riled up. I need to be allowed to disrespect you. I need to be riled up. I need to be allowed to be riled up. I need to be allowed to disrespect you. I need to be riled up. I need to be allowed to be riled up. I need to be allowed to disrespect you.
I was trying to make sure I heard that clearly and right. I had to rewind that a couple of times. And each time I rewinded, I heard it clearer and clearer. I was like, you know what? I see why OJ did it. I see why Ike was allegedly doing it. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! We got to give no mind me, man. I'm over here hitting this blunt being good because my blood. I mean, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna hear a whole bunch of BS. I could tell this is my first time watching this and reacting to it. I saved this the last, and now I'm kind of regretting it. But let's continue. We're gonna get through this.
But I need you to check me when I'm disrespecting you, because I anticipate I'm going to disrespect you. And the only way I know that you love me is because you give me that energy back. But that's toxic, right? So when a toxic woman is saying, I need you to check me, that's essentially where it's coming from. She's so dysfunctional and dysregulated that she doesn't want to be regulated, because that doesn't occur to her as healthy. She wants the love bombing, because she's thinking, I'm so fly. Why wouldn't a man want to love bomb me? Is that love bombing, or do you really love me, right? That's what she's looking for. But a healthy woman is saying, I'm looking for us to be in a partnership and union. And in order for that to be the case, we have the power of agreement. We have the power of unity. And the only way I'm going to know when I've stepped out of the bounds of our agreement is if you alert me. So that is what a healthy check is. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that in a relationship.
I think that she knows that she's toxic. And maybe she can't really get out of her toxic ways herself. So being in a relationship.
Well, she gonna have to be alone. I mean, there's something wrong with her. She need a medication. Do she need to be put away in a room, padded, with a jacket that kind of twists in the front, and what's a malfunction? I mean, why she can't act right? This one got short, blonde, finger waves, wearing cheetah printed pants in 2026. I don't know if this is a woman or Dennis Rodman. I don't know. Damn.
She needs to have somebody to check her, meaning like, nah, that's not cool. You can't do that. Like, you can't talk to me this way. And she'll be like, okay.
That sounds like somebody who's trying to be reformed. Like she's in process. Maybe she wants to become healthy because they're, everybody's we.
Yeah, they all spoiled children. What do my man got on a fake Timu rendition of Eddie Murphy bodysuit from Raw with his legs crossed, cheesing over there in the corner. But yes, they are spoiled children, Igor. And a one in a fucking mill. At least she know how to cover up in the right places. I mean, she knows she kind of hefty over there in the middle. And the one on the left, goddamn, how tall she is? She gotta be at least about 6 foot, man, because her feet long as hell. God damn. I mean, she got some pretty feet though, but them motherfuckers long as shit. God damn. Let me continue.
Some people can be in transition. An unhealthy person, that's on the grounds of like codependency. Codependency means in order for me to be okay, I need you to be like me. I need you to do what I do. We can't have any gradient differences in our relationship because the moment that you seem different, the moment that I can't do exactly what I want to do and you're not doing exactly what I want to do. So if I need 1,000.
Wait, what? The audacity, and I guarantee she would be in front of that microphone with that face plenty of times and ain't get no stress like that. I guarantee it. My freeze frame game is diabolical. I know. If y'all enjoying the show so far, you want to help struggling content creator out. Like you help out them little boys from infomercials back in the day around this time, with their little butt belly sticking out, but they supposed to be hungry with the flies around them. And they had Susan, Sally Struthers, the fat chick from All in the Family, doing the endorsements. She could have at least gave them like a cheeseburger or a grilled cheese something, to calm their hungers. She could at least gave them a damn dollar. She had like a couple 100,000. She could at least give them a fucking dollar so they go to a damn cheese stand, chicken burger stand or something. But we got to send them a fucking nickel to go ahead and feed they fucking broke asses over there to this day. But can you help a struggling content creator tonight on YouTube on these so-called shadow ban streets if y'all can? Offer like $2.99, $1.99 plus tax. Help a brother out. Just help a brother out. As we suffer together by listening to the chicanery. Let's continue.
1,000 hugs and 999. You tell me that's enough. I'm spazzing, right? And now I need you to contend with me. I need us to go to bat. That is somebody who does not allow for individuality within the context of a relationship. That's unhealthy. That's codependency. So when an unhealthy woman is saying, I need my man to check me, is what I'm saying is that she wants him to agree to her toxic level. She has no intention of transforming. She has no intention of being better. She just wants the combativeness because that to her means she's getting attention. That to her means that she is loved, she is cared for.
See, I knew. I said this numerous times on multiple podcasts, but it's sickening, but it sounds so refreshing when it comes from the damn horse's mouth, especially this horse face looking chick right here on our screen. Speaking like Mr. Ed with a bad weave, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ed at the table. I'm breaking y'all down fair use. Thank you for this great truth that's came out your mouth. You know, I'm not too above chubby chicks with super coolers for the deep stroke. I mean, but same time though, they do all this annoying bull crap to the point that you might have to put pause on them. All because to see that you care, see that you give them attention. It's sick. It's really sick. It's really we are really kind of cursed with them. I mean, even if you don't partake with them, you don't date them. You don't see. Even you try, well, no, we are cursed with them. It is what it is. I accepted it. I mean, I have done very well being myself, and since I'm being myself, they kind of avoid me, and I thank the Most High for that. You know, so always be yourself, gentlemen. Look, sometimes rejection is God's protection. Remember that. Just be yourself. Unless you want to deal with stuff like this on a daily basis. Let's continue.
That means that she can get in his head.
There's also another way of checking, right? And I think, well, there's another specifically.
Igor Mendoza Conga said, chubby chick speaking looks like the host. Yep. Damn. She showed, dude. Damn.
Speaking, type of woman that needs checking. Okay. And that's not the type of woman, she's not, toxic or not. I'm not going to put her in any category of toxic or healthy.
I'm gonna put in the so-called toxic, unhealthy category, the mentally ill category, the do not touch. Well, you know what? I take that back. They do say I have witnessed it. I experienced myself. Crazy chicks do have good box, but I would tread lightly, like very lightly, if you know what I mean. Because crazy inside do mean crazy outsides. Just saying. Sometimes rejection is God's protection. That's the time of wisdom. It's borrowed. It's been said numerous of times on through this bandwidth. I can't claim it as my own. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? Even when I say certain things, I don't feel comfortable just claiming it and say that was my own creation. Like I came up with it. Like I came up with this thought-provoking concept. Even this broadcast, this podcast, what you want to call it, this is nothing new. You know, this is nothing new. It's just a thought, an actual observation that hasn't been properly brought to the masses in a particular format. It has been brought up, it has been discussed, but it has not been condensed and put together in this. And well, we ain't gonna really all that structure. I mean, I ain't gonna say I was all professional tonight, but it is what it is. We had impromptu guests, we had a little delicate talk, but we got some things covered. We talked. They pick up the jailbirds. They call out the lame 9 to 5 men now, you know what I'm saying they don't want them. You go overseas, but don't be but they still get mad when you do go overseas and date out, but it is what it is. And now the good man, the good what's the names? They got put up with this stuff. We want to go ahead and still partake in this thing called black love. I'm just saying, let's continue. I am getting a little tired, though. I'm a little high.
She's just been so strong on her own. Mm-hmm. And nowadays, I'm a man and I see a lot of men out here nowadays who are just weak ass men. And she can literally nowadays, I'm a man and I see a lot of men out here nowadays who are just weak ass men. And she can literally do whatever she wants to them. Mm-hmm. And she just wants a man who can actually stand his ground. Mm-hmm. She just wants a man who's unwavering. She just wants a man who can set boundaries. Even if she doesn't agree with them, she will try it out because he's unwavering of those boundaries as long as it's not to her detriment.
Right.
She wants a man who's going to display strength. That's what I've always gathered from a woman who wants to be checked, right? There are the toxic ones too, but you know, the ones that
and you just answer. And no, I hate to say this, y'all. I don't think he's pandering. I don't even think he's grifting. I believe this nigga actually believe what he's actually saying. I believe that he probably was put in a bubble. All he see is this particular action. It's called naivety. And I don't know what side of the fence he actually bat on. I mean, the nigga got on purple jumpsuit on. He got arched eyebrows, and is you trying to be the predator, homie? I mean, well, what's up with the damn locks all the way in the damn back in the front? I don't get it. Like, what the hell? But this who y'all, and I ain't talking to y'all in the chat. I ain't talking about y'all on playback either. I'm talking about who actually get propped up in these social media social media. Damn, that's crazy. Social media. Anyway, yeah, this who get propped up. Now my chain, gold teeth, pop outs, no permanent pop outs. Learned from Juvenile on my birthday stuff. Not niggas like me, huh? Okay, but
I want to be checked just wants a man who can display his strength, display the fact that he's a leader, because everybody wants to be a leader, and leadership is not just take my hand. And no, leadership, sometimes you got to push him in that direction. That's what a real leader is. Leadership sometimes is forceful. And sometimes a strong person needs to be forced, not in a, crazy way, but it needs to be forced onto the right path. And that's what I gather when those women need checking. Because when she's too strong for that man and she knows that she's like, yo, I'm making a decision. It could be a business decision. It could be whatever. But she knows she's making a decision that she's unsure of. And the man, instead of saying, hey, what you should do is this, he's like, okay, cool. Let's just go with the flow. Right. And a lot of times.
Let us go. You know what? I'll take that back, Ego. Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right.
This is a sick Negro.
You know the damage one ignorant Negro can do.
What you need to realize is that there's a difference between a black man and a black nigga. That was a black nigga.
Show the fuck is. Show the fuck is. Yeah. Let go.
That woman feels like she's the man now. And when she feels like she's the man, those are the women who yearn to be checked. Because they're like, I can't wait for a man to just be a man. And no matter how strong I am, I still need this man to be able to bring me down. Whether it be, in a polite way, a gentle way, or maybe a little bit more assertive way. She just wants that ability to be present, or attribute to be present. But no, I'm just saying that.
Yo, man, I can't take a man serious that got his fucking legs crossed just like the girls who got his hands in his gesture. And I can't do it. I'm sorry. And I know somebody gonna say like, you hate, you wish you had 2 chicks on your little podcast, and like, nah, nigga, nah. I ain't that damn desperate. Nah. And I'll tell you how I feel about that too.
Man, you think I give a fuck about a motherfucking red light? Faggot cops can't touch me. I'm out here smoking weed, speeding, all that, dog. Fuck that. That's me. Untouchable.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. For real, for real.
I study women, I know women, I learn women. You have to know a thing or a person or a device so well that you can manipulate it to your benefit. The key is having regulation within yourself where you don't do it to their detriment. So, but the only way you can do that is if you actually know it. I know women. That's what I do. I love women. So I've been around women since I was like a little jit. You know what I'm saying?
So if
Negro, I mean, we all been around. These niggas be killing me talking about I've been around women since I was nigga. We all been around women since we were a little kid. I mean, unless you was raised in an orphanage, and I ain't got nothing to say about orphans. They already got to deal with already enough out here. But damn, these niggas, boy, I swear, I swear. Y'all niggas be trying to sound so damn good, boy. I swear.
Feminine is like, the Bible says the woman is the weaker vessel. And if I know, if my subconscious awareness, I know that I'm weaker, I'm gonna want to be drawn to strength. And the only way that if I know that something can manage or handle the weight of my purpose, the weight of my future, is to shake it a little bit, right? You gotta, feel me? Like if I know I'm gonna sit somewhere and I'm looking at it and I want to know if it's sturdy. If I know I have a table, I'm gonna put something on. I'm gonna test to see, is it gonna bend, bow, or break? So women will do that subconsciously. And the fact that you know that is healthy, because when most men experience that feminine testing, they get irritated by it. And as opposed,
you damn right. And after a certain amount of time, and depending on how you look, only certain women can get away with that. First of all, silly ass bitch. Even then, when you start becoming silly ass bitch. Yeah, you gonna get put out. You might even not get no callbacks, no text backs, or anything like that. And I'm not trying to steal nothing from AC. I'm not trying to steal nothing from AC. Well, when you're trying to reach back after being silly ass bitch, don't be surprised that you get left behind and get treated and be forewarned by everybody other man that come right behind you, because word of mouth does spread still to this day, not even on social media, but just word of mouth that you have basically ended or got ended from a relationship because you was a what would you say, Charles? Silly ass bitch. Just saying. Let's continue.
to providing some reassurance and saying, hey, this is the plan, or this is the original agreement, remember? And remind her of that. They get frustrated, they get upset, and they're just like, yo, what's going on here? What's happening here? As opposed to just regrouping her, which would be the checking, right? Like all of these things are healthy, and the polarity of it is healthy. And it's also exercising him as well, right? Because it's causing him to be present, it's causing him to be aware, it's causing him to stay on the path that they're intending to beat.
Let's pause right there. Let's hold on. Ego say he's trying to make himself out to be some gynocentric specialist or something. These are the type of simps who think they know everything that they are first to get played by malign women. That's an accurate analysis. That's an accurate statement. And that is Mr. O certified. And he is one of them niggas I do gotta deal with, unfortunately. And y'all make me gotta deal with these type of assholes.
I have a competition in me. I want no one else to succeed. I hate most people.
I really do. I really do. I don't want to, but I do.
But sometimes there's not a like there's a point in time where it becomes overdone. Right. And sometimes like testing, I definitely agree. We all need to get tested in school, you get tested in life, right? We all need to be tested. And I think is when you test too much, that just shows signs of, distrust. You don't trust the person that's you're, allowing to lead, or you don't trust that person, to teach. So what happens is it has to be done in moderation. And I personally feel like there's no moderation within anybody nowadays. But if you can test within moderation, then I think that's healthy. But when you're testing just to test consistently, because that's the only way you can gauge your situation, that's when you can unlock the frustrations of that man.
Well, that's the.
What the hell did you just say? What the fuck did you just say? What the hell you were just talking about?
What am I, your ghetto tour guide, man? What's wrong with you, man? I got all.
What the hell was he talking about? Let me go ahead and press play. Yeah, great observation. Again, this is my first time watching the Eagle. I mean, you got it right. Like you said, the dude is just spitting babble. These niggas learn how to work out just like, man.
Equivalent to me testing this table and putting something on it and then doing it over and over again. That's insane. That's not what I'm saying.
No, there's a lot of insane women.
There's a lot of when I see people like that, I just be like, they walk among us. That's my keyword.
They walk among us.
They walk among us.
Daywalkers.
Yes. They look healthy. They got good jobs. They make good money. They own some things. They got some assets. And yet something is not quite right. So they give off.
I hate to tell her this. That thing she says is just not right. That a lot of women be saying about dudes that have that particular mindset and attributes. That's called ambition. That's actually called forward logical thinking. That's called being in the zone. A lot of these women have not got the memo or have not been. They say they have this thing called women's intuition, and which intuition means you recognize particular things, which means you have pattern recognition, which is basically a basic but very particular intelligence. So with this particular set of intelligence, you will make the set of patterns recognizable at display at all times. So you know, call things. See,
that they're high functioning. Yes, good jobs. They make good money. They own some things. They got some assets. And yes, something is not quite right. So.
Yeah, they have not got the memo, and how did they intuition, which gave them an analysis that majority of men that are ambitious, successful, even well off financially with assets or with money, they're going to be off. Besides y'all favorite caveats, besides these mind control black male celebrities. Now I ain't talking about black male celebrities that's like black men with like black men, but black mailed like they being coerced, they being what's the name, celebrities and all these other all the other people they display on screen. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that sign their checks and they puppeteers that make them dance for a living. I'm talking about them. These particular individuals are mentally off. They gotta be. You gotta be to basically maintain and move through a room full of vultures, a room full of fucking sociopaths, psychopaths. They don't get that. They really believe going and successful people literally have powwows and tea parties and just talk about bullshit and just sign papers all day, like they do in the movies. For real. They don't understand hostile conversations. They don't understand being and having a 72-hour straight contract negotiation. It's like being at a damn casino at the damn table. The dealer got a whole 19. You got 16 on the blackjack. You wondering, should I take that risk? Should I go ahead and hit and probably bust? Or maybe, just maybe, just by a stroke of fucking luck, that's a 5 right behind that fucking card. See, a coward would go ahead and keep the 16. He wouldn't take the risk. A true player, win, lose, or bust, he'll still say, hit me. It could be a 4 and a 5, win every time. Exactly. You said homo first. You say facts, brother O. And you say exactly. The whole women intuition is actually another gynocentric concept, and it's nonsense as far as I can tell. Always have been, always will be. And you got niggas that sitting right beside her like he wanted the girls, agreeing and accepting this type of BS. Let's continue.
So they give off that, they're high functioning, right? These are the high functioning. They walk among us. Be careful, y'all, right? All the things that occur to someone as healthy, right? You can manage your life. But when it comes to interpersonal relationships and dynamics, they can't do it. When it comes to respecting boundaries, they're not capable. They are attractive as all get out.
Did I just heard someone was saying respecting something about hold on. Wait a minute. Ain't this one particular set of group of people that it's okay with people crossing our so-called border, you know what I'm saying, illegally, you know what I'm saying, but they wanted to go ahead and talk and discuss this thing called boundaries in the fucking relationship. Also speaking about, ain't these the ones that that basically take over and crowd your space and basically trying, it's a little bit too early in the morning, a little bit late in the night for me. Again, she ain't all that in the face, but the way she looking at that damn camera with and that microphone in front of her though, I mean, I don't know, maybe you know what I'm saying, she could be good for the stroke, but I ain't gonna invest her, you know what I'm saying. I guarantee you know what I'm saying, that this particular chick,
she's a whore. She's a whore. and I love it. But I have no man and no one to be a whore for. So I'm just going to...
Right? Like you cannot rely on somebody's looks. You cannot rely on somebody's wealth accumulation capacity. You have to rely on the power of agreement. If you're looking for marriage specifically, the power of agreement is the key. Agreement, unity, and harmony. And of the three, what's most important is agreement. So the reason why agreement is important is because if I'm checking this table, I'm trying to see if this table is strong or not. And we're going to have an agreement on how sturdy it is, right? Like the purpose of this table is to carry something, right? To hold on to something. And I want to know how far can I go? So I'm going to put until I know, okay, this is its limit. I'm not going to go past that. So I might make some arrangements. I'm going to take some things off. Once I've established in my mind and I understand its capacity and I work within those bounds, that's the power of agreement. Now we can agree. But if I'm going to
What? Oh, agree on what? You ain't say nothing. Oh, man. Don't mind son. These some dice I got in my hand. You know what I'm saying? These modern women today. I see why some of them are single. I see it. This shit crazy. We gonna finish this up and we about to get up out of here, man. My motherfucking head hurting.
Actually test something for the sake of testing and throw heavy things on it or mismanage it, right? Now we're talking about toxicity. That's what we're observing. And the only reason why we believe, right? Most people believe there's a lot of toxic relationships. That's not necessarily true. What it is that a lot of the healthy ones are minding their business. Every plane that has a safe landing does not make the news.
Mm-hmm.
Only the planes that crash make the news.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Why we gotta be cursed with these what's the name? Why?
Well, all the jokes can't be good. You've got to expect that once in a while.
Yeah, Garacho, yeah, you're right. What a joke.
So social media is nothing but plane crashes.
It's highlighting the worst.
They're highlighting the worst. There are a lot of people that are in healthy, beautiful, sacred, wonderful marriages where there isn't any infidelity, there isn't any drama. There's a lot of that exists. It's not gonna make the news.
Well, I also do think that the power of agreement in if I had to give it a synonym, if I had to give it a synonym, I would just consider that foundation, right? It's a foundation. And the problem is a lot of people, women and men, don't have foundation, didn't grow up with foundation. They don't have any structure. It could be from a one.
Who follows that? No, blame Jermaine. Jermaine got kicked out of the house about 61 years ago. Why is that? Well, how come they what?
Parent household or a two-parent household. It could be from a wavering parent that was present, but that because there's no foundation there growing up, for them to respect or appreciate or even understand having a foundation set in a relationship, they won't. So they continuously test it until it crumbles, right? And sometimes some people need to lose, 2-3 great things in their life to understand what foundation is because it wasn't prevalent while they were growing up.
Can't recognize it.
Hey, I know that this is supposed to be good, but let me just add one more block to it.
Right.
And next thing you know, it's the straw that broke the camel's back. And that's the thing that I really feel like we hear a lot of these people who never had foundation, or don't have foundation or didn't have structure, not disregarding or unorthodox structure, because there is structure even though it may be unorthodox, but just structure within itself. Sometimes these people don't have it. A lot of people I feel like don't have structure.
Yeah.
How old are you?
You never ask a woman their age. I'm old
Bullshit.
enough, I'm grown.
What's your age?
Bullshit. We might have to pick and watch this tomorrow right here. Definitely might go ahead and watch that Medium, man. You know, yeah, Medium, man. All right, but yeah, man, it's been a long one, and we've been on for 3 hours. Shit, but before we go ahead and end this thing, I'm gonna ask y'all one thing before we get up out of here.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to choose to donate, you can sock it to my pocket at Cash App, $MISTRO070. And you can hit my email if you want to go ahead and support the content.
Don't you want your donuts right? Oh, hey, don't you ever fuck with me, boy. Do you know me now? I'm a bad man. How you sleeping at night, son? Like a baby.
Yeah, I might go ahead and sleep like a damn baby, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we broke down a lot of stuff tonight. If again, if you want to watch the playback, make sure you listen to my new hit joint. I guess I'm gonna have to call it bars and something, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bars, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but bars and benefits. Bars and benefits. Yeah, that's the name of the song. Check out my new song, Bars and Benefits, at the end of the stream. You know. And again, this has been brought to you by you know who.
This is an American Douchebag Productions.
Yeah, it's Mr. O with the info, giving what you need to know. But you ain't here for me though, and I'll highlight y'all probably later on in the day, you know, in the PM. Peace.
Mr. O with the info.